All right, y'all. Welcome to the Sports Debaters Podcast Network presents NFL Talk. This is this is episode 8. We got a lot of things to talk about. But the first thing we're gonna talk about my guy Caleb. He was the only one on the podcast last week to pick the 49ers to beat the Rams. I told him not to do it. Other people told him not to do it, but he picked them anyway. And come to find out, the 49ers, they not only beat the Rams,
Wop them boys.
they embarrassed them boys. So Caleb, what's your thoughts on that game and why did you pick the 49ers to win that game?
Well, I picked the 49ers just simply because that they still have a lot to fight for, But whenever the Rams started to like build up their team, and once that they got OBJ and everything, like everybody on the hype train and everything. I didn't. Justin was up to talk about, oh yeah, man, Rams are the Super Bowl favorites and everything. Rams this, Rams that. Man, look, let me tell you something. The Rams ain't nothing. The boys are trash. Okay, maybe I'm taking it too far. Maybe I may hype them up just like Justin do, so that way they could win, but they're on the bye. And guess what they see next week, Justin? Guess what they see next week, Justin? Guess what they're gonna get, Justin? Guess what they're gonna get, Justin?
I want you to know. I want you to know if the Rams beat the Packers, I don't want either one of y'all to talk for the first 10 minutes of the show. I'm warning you now. This is a fair warning to everybody watching. This is a fair warning to y'all too. If the Rams beat the Packers, neither one of y'all can talk for the first 10 minutes of the show.
I'm gonna up it. I just want you up for next week's show. But as for the 49ers pick, like like division games are always tough and everything, right? But like how that Spencer, he said he said on like that Tuesday that the 49ers had Sean McVay's number, and he still have his number. So while that y'all was picking the Rams, everything, I'm sitting up there like, analytics say something totally different. So I'm gonna roll with the 49ers. I'm gonna trust my gut instinct this time. The other picks that I had, they were just like spiteful and trolling and whatever. But this one was an actual thought out pick. So 49ers really did impress me. Their scheming to actually like move Debo from off of Jalen Ramsey was like very, very brilliant and everything. I think that the Rams really need to get a running game going to actually help out Stafford. That's the main thing to actually get them going, and they have to stop the run. Until then, I see the Rams losing the first weekend in the playoffs.
Do you think they're gonna win a division?
No, not at all. Arizona got that thing sewn up for right now.
Even with the injuries, is Kyler Murray playing today?
He probably not. He probably not. He's questionable, but I highly doubt it. The bye week.
I know that Hopkins not playing. Yeah.
The bye week is in a week for them, so they might hold him out, give him another 2 weeks.
Because they got a bye week next week, so once that they all come back, they will have a fresh team to actually finish out the rest of the season.
So us, the Rams, and the Cardinals got a bye week the same week?
No, we have a bye week the week after the Rams.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, Justin, what's your thoughts on the 49ers getting whooped by the Rams, getting embarrassed by the Rams like that?
The Rams getting embarrassed by the 49ers.
Rams getting embarrassed by the 49ers.
The Rams got punched in the mouth and didn't stand back up. It was like
2 weeks ago.
It was like a boxing fight. I mean, yeah, basically the Titans showed just hit them in the mouth and see if they stand back up. They didn't against Titans. The 49ers turned around and did the same thing. They didn't again. I mean, it reminded me of the Packers a few years ago. They can't play physical teams. Conveniently, the same team, the 49ers. Hey, that's crazy. That's wild. They seem to just do that. The team's supposed to win the Super Bowl. That's crazy. I mean, they got out physical. They got out man. There wasn't really a scheme thing. You knew they was running the ball. You just couldn't do nothing about it. And they ran away from Aaron Donald. Von Miller got grown manned all night by George Kittle. They kept Samuel away from Jalen Ramsey with scheme. That was beautiful. Had Ramsey pissed off on the sideline because he couldn't get to him. And they kept the ball out of the Rams' offense hands. So Stafford, even when he did get a couple of first downs and had to punt the ball back, he was watching the game for the next half hour. So then all the rhythm would be gone. It was a beautiful game plan. It worked to a T. That's 5 wins in a row for Kyle Shanahan over Sean McVay. If only he could beat somebody else not named Sean McVay. All in all, great performance by the 49ers. I was wrong. It happens. It doesn't happen often, but it happens. And so, you know, hey, Caleb's your day in the sun. I hope you enjoy it. Because, boy, if you lose to the Rams, you would never hit the end of it. That's all.
So looking at the Rams, that I don't know all their losses. I know they lost against the 49ers, the Cardinals,
and the Titans.
The Titans. Yeah. Okay. So that's three playoff. Well, do y'all think the 49ers making the playoffs? No chance.
No.
So do y'all think the Rams have to basically win a division to be a contender? Because I don't think they could go in the playoffs and win 3 road games.
I'm tripping. Okay. Yeah. The 49ers are only a game back. A half game back, for real.
A half game back?
A half game back, because the Panthers 5-5 at 7, they 4-5 at 9.
Man, I don't know if I like that 17 playoff format. I don't think I like that.
I like it because it make the bye game actually matter.
Well, yeah, fighting for the 1 seed.
Fighting for the 1 seed matter, because instead of teams at week 15 shutting it down because they know they got the 1st or the 2nd seed already.
Gotcha. Justin, we talked about this last week on the podcast. At J Time Sports, give it a follow. Breaking news. Justin, you want to talk about that a little bit?
So Justin Time Sports, that's the handle. It's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Mostly on Twitter and Facebook, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, breaking news all the time. If I hear anything, see anything, I'm putting it out there. I was all over the Jameis Winston thing a day early. The Lincoln Riley thing also exploded with LSU connections. So just give it a follow, man. If you want to stay in front of your friends, your homies, in front of ESPN app and most of the other apps out there, pretty much all of them. Give it a follow, turn the post notifications on. Like I said, Twitter and Facebook are the main 2, so Instagram really. But just give it a follow, and you would not regret it, I promise you.
All right, cool. And like I was saying, last week we talked a little bit about the Patriots. I think we both were saying that they could be a dangerous team come playoff time. How dangerous can your Patriots actually be? I think y'all 7-4 now.
Yeah. We're 7-4. To answer your dangerous question, it's like the Empire in Star Wars. That's how dangerous we can get. We've won 5 games in a row. People trying to poo-poo our wins. Oh, they're not against playoff teams. They're not against veteran quarterbacks. I don't care about that. All I see is 5 wins in a row. The Falcons smashed the Saints. I ain't heard not one Saints fan complaining about the playoff team then. I ain't heard a peep out of nobody. All of a sudden we beat them. You got to poo-poo them all of a sudden. That's crazy. They win the Dome Beach. That's wild. We look good right now. I'm incredibly happy. Mac Jones is playing well. Apparently Lamar's gonna try to play today. He's sick as hell, but he's gonna try. We look good right now. You know, we got an extended week. We got the Titans, noon on Sunday. You should definitely watch that game. We're gonna show you how to beat the Titans, unlike the Rams. Very very important game, very competitive game. Oh, didn't the Titans beat the Saints too? That's crazy. Wow. So yeah, we got them on a long week. We're gonna handle that pass rush pretty well. We're gonna do what we gotta do against Ryan Tannehill. We're gonna turn back into the Dolphins, Ryan Tannehill. And we're gonna go from there. I'm excited. And then we got the Bills the week after that. On Monday night, long week. This is great for us.
All right, Caleb, how far you think with the Patriots putting the whooping on the Falcons, how far you think the Patriots could go? Like, if they get in the playoffs, do you see them as a threat? Because right now they're looking good to make the playoffs.
I really do see them as a with that defense carrying them and everything. And like Mac Jones is really like playing like really, really well and everything. I see them more so as a threat because of the coaching and everything. But it all boils down like who do they play and everything. If the matchup is very favorable and Mac Jones don't have to do too much, then like I would take the Patriots like any day, especially right now. They are one of the hottest teams right now. I don't see them losing for the next 2-3 weeks.
What if they have to pay? What if they have to play Kansas City in the first round? In Kansas City won the division.
I can definitely see them. Winning in Kansas City.
You see them winning in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna be in Kansas City. Want to know why? Because we are currently first in the AFC East. The Bills better get it together.
Y'all are.
Yep. We are a half game up in the AFC East, and we got the Bills twice, and I think toward the end of the year. We're not going to Kansas City. Ain't worry about that. We ain't gonna see Arrowhead.
Yeah, I think the Patriots will be dangerous in the playoffs, especially if they could get a home game, that first game, and for rookie Mac Jones. And like I said, I said it last week. A lot of people saying Jamar Chase is the rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year is a lot. I don't think so yet. I honestly don't think so. You got a quarterback like Mac Jones. If he get the Patriots in the playoffs with a home game, I think you got to consider him for offensive rookie of the year. Only time will tell.
I think he might have jumped. I think in Vegas, I think he's past Jamar last I checked in terms of odds.
Okay, so we got the AFC East. So let's do this. The Bills and the Patriots. Are those the two teams in the AFC East that make the playoffs?
Yeah, because the Dolphins suck and the Jets aren't an NFL franchise. So yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I agree with him.
What about the crazy AFC West?
I think we may see two.
You might get. I don't know. The AFC West upsets me because the Chargers look like a good franchise one day and a black cat franchise the next day. I don't.
What's a black cat?
That's what it look like, bro. Like it just look like they just got bad luck. They just find ways to lose football games. It's amazing.
So then they are the Dallas Cowboys of the AFC West.
They are the Dallas Cowboys without a $1 billion machine behind them, a marketing machine behind them,
and no fans.
Exactly.
So what about the Raiders?
If they stop getting arrested, they'd probably be all right. I mean, they get arrested like every week.
So it's crazy. Kansas City they actually winning that division right now after all the struggles they've been having.
Jordan Love.
If Kansas City win that division, will y'all look at them as the? So you won't look at them as past Kansas City teams. They'll be like just a real good,
little playoff team.
Cool little playoff team. Got it. All right, Caleb, I want to start with you on this next topic, man. Are the Saints done?
Okay.
Are the Saints done?
You talk about this year's season?
Yeah, this year's season.
I think that they will sneak in the playoffs. But are they done? Like, Like as far as having like winning seasons and stuff like that, yes, I think that they're done. I just like that defense can only hold on to so long before that they actually, like have a very, very major injury. Which I don't want to wish that. So I'm about to knock on wood. But um, at some point, that defense will like have a breakdown, and like they can't really stop the folks from scoring on them and everything. I think that they had, I mean, like they had a very, very mediocre first half of the season. I think if that Seattle had Russell Wilson playing, that would have been the L. I think that the I game that would have definitely been an L. Who else?
That man said the out of game. That's crazy.
Explain that for people who don't know what that is, Caleb. The eye of the game. Explain.
The out of game is where that the Saints purposely moved the game to Jacksonville, and they, like a lot of Packers fans, they didn't really travel, but they still traveled, right? And in the same light, the NFL gifted the Saints with a dub, all because of what happened after Hurricane Ida. Now then, you could also say that Rodgers, he did that on purpose to actually like show them that, like that the team really ain't nothing. But after that game, like they've been on the road, the defense been on the road and everything. So like the Ida game, that was a for sure L. We all see that, we all know that the Saints can't really score at all that other stuff. So I really think that the Saints are done. I think that Michael Thomas is about to be dealt this offseason, and they'll probably get some draft picks for him. But then there'll be him. So sorry, guys.
All right, Justin, what's your thoughts on the Saints? Do you think they done this season?
Well, I mean, they lost to the Falcons, embarrassingly so. Then they turn around and lost to the Tennessee Titans, which apparently playoff teams are doing because they beat the Rams. So look at that. Do I think they're done this season? If they lose today, they are. You lose to Jalen Hurts and the cry you will cry, you might as well not play football no more. I think it'll hinge on today because they losing next week. They got the Bills next week. Ooh, Thursday night too. On Thanksgiving. It's been a bad Thanksgiving. Boy, they're gonna be starting Black Friday. They're gonna be crying in the stores. It's gonna be rough. They got back-to-back Thursday games. What the hell? I mean, they got the Bills. Then they got the Cowboys. That feels like 2 L's. But then they got the Jets. That's a win. They somehow beat Tom Brady every time, so they'll probably beat the Bucs. They should beat the Dolphins. They should beat the Panthers. Oh, Cam back. That's 50-50. And then the Falcons again. So I see 9 wins. 9 and 8 might get you in, might sneak you in the backside of the playoffs. If that's the case, then they won't be done. But I mean, it hinges on this week. This is one of the games they can't lose. If they lose this week, go to 5-5, then you turn around and play the Bills, you lost. Turn around and play the Cowboys, you lost again. You 5-7, then you might as well start eating your gumbo because the season's over. So you might as well not even work out no more. You're still Alvin Kamara-less. You still have Trevor Siemian playing quarterback. So, hey, for you Packers fans, getting a little Aaron Rodgers news. According to Tom Pelissero, he is in the building and will start today against the Packers, despite a significant toe injury. Against the Vikings, sorry. Despite a significant toe injury that has limited his practice time, per Tom Pelissero.
Hey, so speaking of the Packers, Caleb, and Justin, of course, I know I'm going to get your big input on this as well. So we got the number 1 seed last year, Caleb. We got a game in the NFC Championship in Green Bay. What we all was waiting for. We all thought that's what we needed to get to the Super Bowl. We laid the egg in the NFC Championship game. Tom Brady threw 3 interceptions, and I think we scored 3 points off of those 3 interceptions.
Yep.
Our offense totally let us down in the second half.
Mhm.
We got a chance to wrap up the number one seed again. Do you think that we could wrap up the number one seed, but do you think we could actually take advantage of it this year? Like, for example, if the Bucks will come to Green Bay again, or if the Cardinals, Cowboys, Rams, do you think we could actually take advantage of the number one seed this year?
I really think that we can definitely take advantage of it. We had took advantage of it last year, but of course Kevin King happens, and that that was all that she wrote. But I think that we can definitely take advantage of it because like no one loves playing in the cold and like playing in Green Bay cold. It's a totally different cold. So I really think that we could take advantage of it. Hopefully by then that Mason Crosby gets his shit together because like right now Mason Crosby is really shitting the bed in a bad way. Oh my god! Like I done changed the bed sheets today, so I hope that he don't do it again today. If he do, then the special teams coach gotta go. He gotta go. So yes, we can definitely run the table as long as that we keep the first. I think that we could run the table also as a second seed or third seed team, but it all depends on matchup.
I mean, this why I don't think people taking us serious because what happened to us in the past. Like um, last year, we got to the NFC Championship. Our home game, we lost. Um, a couple of years ago, we played 49ers in the NFC Championship, got blew out. Played Atlanta, got blew out. It's like people. So when we actually looking good, because this year is the best our defense ever looked. Like since Rogers started, this is the best defense we ever had. Like even that year we won the Super Bowl. I
Yeah,
mean, this is the best defense we ever had. But people not taking us serious because of what happens in the playoffs. So I'm gonna come to you, Justin. What do you think? Do you think the Packers will get the number one seed, and do you think they could take advantage of it this year?
Do I think I get the number one seed? You have a good chance at it. You haven't really got. I believe. What are you tied for right now?
no,
Got it.
we in
We tied
first.
with Dallas. I think we tied with Dallas, huh?
Yeah, should be tied with Dallas, huh? I'm
We
not
in
sure.
first.
Oh no! They in first straight up. No, you tied with Arizona right now. Yeah, both 8-2,
Oh,
and then the Cowboys 7-2. Okay. You have a pretty good shot at it. You're tied for first right now. Do I think you take advantage of it? No. And that's gonna suck again. 'Cause I can't wait to that podcast the following week. Oh my god, the tears will be flowing. The tissue's gonna be out. And we might have to have a therapist on the show. It's gonna be rough. Sports psychologist. I don't know how y'all gonna even walk or even get on the show. I'm be happy. But no, I think they take advantage of it. I think your best shot was last year. I don't know how many times you're gonna get a 3 interception defensive performance game and not capitalize on. Like I need to know the Elias stat. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. Like how many times has the team gotten 3 interceptions in a conference championship game and lost? And that feels like it's hard to do.
believe it or not, that happened to us before in the NFC Championship game against Seattle with Russell Wilson. With Russell Wilson, I think I can't remember if he threw 3 or 4. I don't know, but we like that game where Seattle came back and won because of the Bostic dropped the onside kick. All the blah, blah, blah.
Oh, bro.
Our defense actually showed up for that game too.
Yeah,
Like,
so it's kind of like I want to know how often that's happened because I feel like that's really hard to do. So no, I think take advantage of it. No, I don't think you get another 3 interception performance out of whoever you would play hypothetically in a championship game, whether that be Kyler and his crew, Tampa again, Stafford and the Rams. Caleb is hating himself. Or somebody else that killed Dallas even coming up there. I don't think you get 3 interceptions out of any of those teams, to be honest, especially with Kevin King on the field. So, Yeah, I'd
That's
rather,
Anasia said that she'd rather travel than be the
I'd
first
rather
seed.
travel too. So no, I don't think he would take advantage of it again. He'd probably kick a field goal on fourth down 8 or something again. Who knows? Um, you know. So no, to answer the question, I would say no.
Okay, so who who would have the best opportunity against us in Green Bay in the NFC Championship? Who could come into Green Bay and beat us? Is it multiple teams or is it just that one team?
The San Francisco 49ers. No, I'm kidding. Tapping before I just
Hey,
easy
we beat
answer.
the 49ers this year on the road, just for the record. We beat them this year on the road, just for the record.
Yeah, and it took Aaron Rodgers going God mode in the last drive for you to do it, and them deciding to not, and then deciding to not
That's a
guard
normal
him.
thing. That's a normal thing for him. It's not like Trevor Simeon did that.
It's not normal for somebody to leave Devontae Adams wide open on back-to-back plays either.
Hey, that's not our problem. Huh? That's not our problem.
Probably Dallas because of that. Dallas probably be the team I would think you'd probably want to play the least.
Yeah.
Just because they can score both ways. Like Zeke is liable to go college Zeke every blue moon and go for $125 and 2 touchdowns. Dak, obviously, CD, Amari, Gallup's back. They got their high flying circus act, and their offensive line is staying pretty healthy this year, mostly. Besides Tyron Smith. Probably Dallas, who team I always want to play. Arizona, you'd probably beat because they come out the desert into the freezing cold. That feels like a horrible matchup for them. The Rams will be intriguing because y'all only really beat them last year because they had golf with a cracked thumb. So, it's not like y'all blew them out. Like, so Rams will be interesting. That's Tampa, of course. If they get their life together, they should be healthy by that point. Yes, we have Spencer. They've only won a single one of them. They're 1-4. In case you're wondering.
I just basically talked about the 49ers, the Falcons. I said Seattle.
Tampa. Yeah.
Tampa Bay. Yeah, that's the first team I talked about. So I talked about all 4 losses. I mean, the one win we got was against the Bears with the game was Jay Cutler
was hurt on the bike, riding the bike. The game I lost all respect for Jay Cutler as quarterback. But yeah, no. So I would think the worst matchup I don't want to see is Dallas. Probably our best matchup would be Arizona, purely because of coming out of the Glendale desert into the frozen tundra feels like a horrible idea. And then Tampa would be solid. The Rams have experience going up there already. And Stafford's used to playing up there, so that wouldn't be a shock to him. It's probably Rams be the second team you don't want to see. And then Tampa, having just done it and beating y'all last year. And then Arizona probably be your easiest matchup.
So, all right. So, will y'all agree that the NFC is better than the AFC this year?
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in the AFC, who is actually that dominant team? Because we got the Titans as the number 1 seed right now, but Derrick Henry is not playing anymore. Yeah, he's injured. He's injured for the season, correct?
No, he should.
He come back.
He should be on track to play week
16
or 17. Yeah, he should be back like right before the playoffs.
Okay, so do y'all think Ryan Tannehill can hold the fort down until Henry get back?
Shit.
Or do y'all think
so far he's 2-0. I mean, he's doing a hell of a job with it so far. I thought they were gonna get smashed by the Rams. The Saints game was a coin flip, but only because the Saints hurt themselves. The Saints weren't hurt. I'd probably say the Saints should have won, but yeah. So far he's 2-0.
So do y'all see them as the best team in the ALC?
I can't argue with it at the moment. I mean, because you lose your best player and you're 2-0. It's kind of like, okay, you figuring out how to win somehow. And great teams, I won't call them great just yet, but great teams find a way to win games. They find a way to pull it off. They just find a way to do it. It's just the other team fold. They don't fold something, but they find a way to win football games.
Okay, and let's talk about Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Caleb, I'm gonna start with you on this one. What do you see the Ravens accomplishing this year? As far as do they get that? Do they make another step and get to the AFC Championship game, or you think they just stuck at where they at?
I don't know. Right now, I think that they're stuck where that they're at, and it's just because that like they don't have that element of surprise anymore, just like the Chiefs had, and it's like so many times that like Justin Tucker he can actually save them and everything, but I really don't see the Ravens too much as a threat at all. Um, as of right now, I have the Ravens winning the North because I don't know what the hell is going on with the Bengals right now, but I really don't see them like improving any more than what that they are until that they can like solve their running game woes and everything. Because like that's how that Lamar Jackson thrives. He thrives off of that in order to actually get his play action game on and all the other stuff. So like I really don't see them, like pretty much improving right now until that they can actually get that part going.
So check this out. Check this out. So my boy True said the Patriots are the most dangerous team in the playoffs. That would be in the playoffs. So if you think the Ravens and the Patriots would play, Bill Belichick will have you know how Bill Belichick really exposes quarterbacks with big weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the Ravens will have enough to actually beat the Patriots in the playoffs?
No.
What about you, Justin?
Do I think the Ravens beat the Patriots in the playoffs? Lamar struggled against us. I'm gonna go no.
No, because of Bill Belichick, because of the scheme that he will have for Lamar Jackson.
It's just the way we've played him the two times we've played him. He has not had his best days. Because the Patriots are fine going to like an amoeba kind of system where it's a lot of like bodies everywhere, so you can't really key on one side or anything like that.
Gotcha.
They probably blitz them all game long, like the Dolphins did,
and go to zero coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Dolphins? Yeah. Dolphins beat them 22-10, right? 22.
Gotcha. With Tua.
My dog.
Damn shame.
Hey, so let's talk about the last three. Hold on, let's see what they. Patriots are a matchup team because of that defense, good offense and decent defense bounces them. What you think about that, Caleb? I mean, Justin.
Hold on, I'm responding.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, like I said the same thing too. Like it all depends on matchup and like as on that Mac Jones don't have to do too much. The Patriots are fine.
So let's start with the AFC first. We had this conversation a few podcasts ago, but since they had more games to play that's been played, the last three wild card spots in the AFC. Who do y'all have getting those spots as of now?
I had to do the same thing. I had to figure out who was even touching the wild card. So either the Bills or the Patriots. So I think they're both getting in. It's not who ends up winning the division. So either Bills or Patriots. I got the Bengals getting in. I'm still holding faith because that was my preseason shock pick. I was doing good until a couple weeks ago. And then either Pittsburgh or the Chargers. Oh, I trust Justin Herbert more than Ben Roethlisberger, so Chargers.
So you only got two teams getting in the AFC West, the Chiefs and the Chargers.
Yeah.
I don't know the AFC West, and I think the wild card spot in the AFC is going to be crazy. I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at the AFC West.
It's so close.
I'm looking at the AFC North.
Like all four teams up in there.
Bruh. So Pittsburgh's at 6. The Broncos are at 12. They are separated by a game. like it's insanity.
Like in the AFC, nobody could get nobody could separate themselves, but the Titans look like.
I mean, if you want to be for real, the Bills at 2, and the Broncos are at 12, and they separate about 2 games. So we could look up in a month and the whole conference flipped on its head.
Right. Really, I give it 2 weeks.
I mean, because even crazy if the Patriots beat the Titans and then the Titans blow a game, then the Titans are in a pack with everybody else too.
Depending on what the Colts do too.
Yeah, it's AFC's insanity.
Well, these are my picks. Like the Titans 1, Bills currently sitting at 2, Ravens sitting at 3, Chiefs are sitting at 4. I have the Patriots probably will be locked in as a 5 or 6 seed guaranteed. I don't see Pittsburgh getting in. I see the Bengals getting in at either the 5 or the 6. And my last pick, I don't see another West team getting in. So then let's just cross out the Chargers, Raiders, and the Broncos. And I don't see the Browns getting in. So there's only one team left, and that's the Indianapolis Colts.
Call my guy Carson.
What you said about Pittsburgh? You said Pittsburgh?
I don't see them getting in.
Yeah, that tie hurt them, bro.
That tie might save them.
Yeah,
that tie might save them because the only reason they're in the playoffs now is because they have a 3 in the loss column instead of a 4. If they had a 4, they would lose like 3 of their tiebreakers and fall to like 9.
I think when you play Detroit, you gotta win, man. I think anything but a win.
I feel like it counts as a loss. Oh Lord, the Colts got the Bills today, then the Bucks next week. Jesus.
But
then Houston, but then the Patriots, then Arizona, then the Raiders. Oh God.
Nah, the Colts not getting in with that.
Yeah. That back half of the got nasty. Good Lord.
Don't fail me, Carson.
No,
let's start with you with the NFC, Caleb. What 3 teams you have getting a wild card in the NFC? The NFC, I mean, it's more clearer than the AFC, but what 3 teams you got?
I'm not changing the top 4. I got the Rams getting in. Now, the last was where it gets tricky. I see Carolina getting in at 6. And the 7th seed will go either to the Vikings or the 49ers. So if I had to flip a coin, I'm going to probably go 49ers getting in the 7th seed.
And don't give Spencer hope.
Yeah, I got Rams, Panthers, and 49ers.
I would hate to see Spencer get his hopes up because he even be crushed. I would hate that.
Why the 49ers? Are you picking the 49ers because you think you got some little thing with them now because you picked them to beat the Rams?
No. I just, it's just that West division, like they play their division foes tougher and everything. Especially, I see them winning against the Rams yet again. But like the rest of their games, let me see who they got. It's not going to it, motherfucker. But I really see the Rams. I mean, not the Rams. The 49ers just simply because of the rest of their schedule. If it will pull up, and I don't understand why it's not pulling up. So it's getting on my nerves.
I mean, the 49ers right now 4-5. What spot are they currently sitting in, Justin?
Who?
The
They're
49ers?
in the 8th spot.
They're in the 8th spot right now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're in the out of the playoff spot. They're actually, they're tied for 8, but currently they lose a tiebreaker to the Vikings, so they're 9.
So they have the Jaguars today, and then they have the Vikings next week, right?
Yeah,
Then they have the
that's a huge
Seahawks.
game.
Mm-hmm. Then they have the Seahawks, then the Bengals, then the Falcons, and then you got Titans, Texans, and Rams to actually finish out the year. So compare them to the Vikings schedule. The Vikings got us us today. Then you got the 49ers, Lions, Steelers, Bears, Rams, Packers again, and Bears.
Yeah, the 49ers have the hardest schedule based on strength of schedule remaining. It's not much though. Gap's not big. Good lord, the Saints schedule's a deep. What they got left? Eagles, Bills, Cowboys, Bucks. Oh, it ain't that bad. It ain't bad
Bills.
though.
You said the Bills and Bucks again, right?
Yeah, it ain't that bad though.
We still got to go to Baltimore this year.
Y'all got Baltimore.
Yeah, but I ain't worried about Baltimore.
That boy Lamar gonna run all over y'all. It's gonna be Swiss cheese everywhere. It's gonna be holes all through that defense.
I'm not worried about Baltimore.
This man eating his breakfast. That's crazy.
A bagel from Starbucks with water in my Green Bay cup.
that man prepared to lose. That's crazy.
Wow.
So do y'all think Arizona is a wrap to win the NFC West?
No. Only because Kyler's out. If they can get him back with the game advantage still, then I would go yeah. But let's say they end up tied after tonight or after this week, then it's anybody's ball game in the West. Because then Odell would come back off the bye. The Rams have a bye next week, or the Rams come off their bye next week. So it depends on this week. Honestly, if the Cardinals can win this week, then I'd say they got it. But if they end up tied, I would go anybody's ball game out west.
All right. So last topic before we get into our weekly picks. NFL MVP, Offensive Player of the Year. Who is the NFL MVP right now? Who is the Offensive Player of the Year, Justin, and why?
Lord, MVP. Who's played worse the least? It's pretty much how it is at this point. I wish Derrick Henry wasn't hurt because he probably won it.
For real.
And Kyler got hurt, so that kind of is knocking him down. And Rodgers can't touch it, the whole, COVID thing.
Nah, they're not gonna get it.
I ain't give a damn. So I'm kind of stuck at Tom Brady. Like I don't even have another answer.
Well, how is Dak looking right now?
I guess Dak. Dak's probably then Dak. Then I guess. I'm trying to figure out who played worse the league. Because Mahomes had 6 games. He was just terrible. Like Stafford played crappy the last 2 weeks. Yeah, Dak. Let's go with Dak. Let's just Dak for MVP and I don't OPOY. Hell, I don't know. Stafford might get OPOY. I don't know at this point. Like everybody's playing bad. Like are hurt. Like Tom Brady might get OPOY and Dak might get MVP or something. Yeah, that works. Dak MVP, Brady Offensive Player of the Year. That works.
Somebody said Jimmy G.
That's
probably amazing. That's probably Anasia said that. Yup.
Let's see. I think that I'll probably go MVP wise. Depends on how that the season ends. The top 3 will be out of Kyler, Dak, and then Tom Brady. But the offensive player of the year, if he stays on this tear, it could be between either Cooper Kupp and Jonathan Taylor.
Ooh, I forgot about Jonathan Taylor.
So those are my 2 picks for the offensive player of the year. But if I had to pick, I'll probably go Jonathan Taylor because like he's doing more with less. And
especially them boys getting the playoffs.
right? Especially if they get in the playoffs. And MVP, I think depends on what that Dallas does, but I probably go Dak first, and then Tom Brady, and then Kyler following. But if the Rodgers lights it up now through the end, like you can't really not give it to him.
Yes, you cannot do it. The same way he told us to not follow the COVID rules. You can easily not do it.
I've seen more weirder things happen. So,
I mean, how does I guess they're gonna give MVP this year is really going to depend upon team success this year. Like honestly, whoever get the number 1 seed in the NFC, whether it's the Buccaneers, Dallas, Cowboys, Rams, like I think it's whoever get the number 1 seed in the NFC. That's who they're gonna give it to. That
the best player on the best team.
now, then had that Josh Allen not necessarily falling off the face of the earth, then like he could have been the number 1 candidate. Now the boy fell off.
Yeah, man. I mean, he fell off the side of the earth.
I don't know. Anasia said A-Rod would never get it again.
he never is gonna get close to it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So as of right now, the reason why I said Dak Justin because that's who I would pick for MVP right now. That's why I said Dak. Coach of the year. Who you got, Kayla, for Coach of the Year as of right now?
I don't want to be biased.
You're always biased.
Robert Cliff, Kingsbury.
Kingsbury?
Yeah.
Why Kingsbury?
Just because you know what I mean. Like, they had missed the playoffs last year and everything, and like they started off the season hot. Although that they do have a lot of injuries and everything, like they're still up top the whole conference and everything, better on top of the league. So I would give it to him first, then followed by LaFleur, and then McCarthy, and then whoever else. Wait, before he then I could also toss in Belichick too, because like to do what you are doing with the rookie quarterback really does speak some volume.
I think Patriots more leaning on that defense if anything.
Yeah,
I think Matt Jones he basically doing what Brady did when Brady first came into the league. Who you got for Coach of the Year, Justin?
Okay, first of all, LaFleur is not getting it. Let's just start off with that. That was a very biased statement to say.
And then I'll put him second.
He ain't put him like he's not getting it. Let's start off with that. McCarthy doesn't coach, so he's not getting it either. He stands there and claps. And at least Jason Garrett coached. Mike McCarthy, he don't call plays. He lose the clock on the timeout situations. His motivational speeches made me not want to play football, and that's the first time in my life that's ever happened. I watched that Hard Knocks and got upset every time he opened his mouth. He's out, and I love Belichick, love him to death. And if he wins the division, he might end up getting it, but they for some reason never give it to him. It's almost like he's expected to do what he's doing. You forgot about Mike Vrabel,
Tennessee.
He didn't even have his best player. He's 2-0 without Derrick Henry. They beat the Bills before that, the Chiefs before that. They had a pretty solid schedule, pretty nice schedule early. We're 6-2. They've lost Derrick Henry. They've beaten the playoff bound Rams. LOL. They have beaten playoff bound Rams and a lot of teams that people are picking as the playoff bound Saints without Derrick Henry. I got Vrabel. I mean, barring they fall off the face of the earth, I got Vrabel.
Yeah, that's what I got too. As far as Matt LaFleur, you think he in the same situation with Aaron Rodgers? Like he won't get it because of the Aaron Rodgers situation?
Nah, I just think when you came in, I just think we come in that hot. It's kind of like, what else do you do? Like to me, coach of the year always feels like a coach that's kind of taking like a not so great team and making them good, or your first couple years in the league and you go crazy. Starting off the way he did, I think he has like the highest win percentage in the first 50 games, coach, something like that in history, or something like that. Being you don't know where to go. Like to me, coach of the year is almost like a where do you go from here kind of stat or award, and it's like you have no room to go anywhere.
I think he coached a real good game against Kansas City this year. Just Jordan Love couldn't make the throws, but he coached a real good game against Kansas City.
He coached a real good game when he saw that Kansas City blitz was a zero blitz all game and decided to run all streets all night. That was a terrible game plan. That was a horrible game plan. That made him not win. I actually forgot about that. That makes him not even a candidate for coach of the year. That made me so mad. You had AJ Dillon bowling balling people. You 3rd and 2, 4 verticals. Like, no, that makes you not the coach of the year. That's what that does.
Okay, yeah, let's start. Let's get into our picks.
I got a chart today. Y'all ain't playing with me. I have a chart. We're gonna chart every single pick because some people on this show want to ride one pick all week. We're not doing that. Every single pick. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna chart it, then I'm gonna screenshot it, put it in the group so nobody can say I changed it later. Every single pick will be right here. That's what it's gonna be. Cause I ain't doing this week. I refuse. Nope. Let's do this.
All right, the first game we're gonna do Ravens, Baltimore at Chicago. Who you got, Caleb?
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
I got Chicago.
Chicago. Good to know. I because of this whole sickness situation with the Ravens, I'm gonna go with Chicago as well. It's a safer pick.
Gotcha. All right, then we got Green Bay at Minnesota. I got Green Bay, of course.
Green Bay.
You should already know Justice.
Yeah, I know. I already wrote it for you. I'm also going to go with the Packers. I don't trust Kirk Cousins to do anything besides take money from NFL teams because he's good at that.
This might be his first bad game of the season. He might throw
Indianapolis at Buffalo. I'm gonna go Buffalo on this one.
Buffalo. Caleb.
I'm gonna go Buffalo too.
Buffalo. All right. I'm picking hard over head here. I admit it. I got the Colts. For multiple reasons. I need Wentz in and the Bills out. This is a multiple reason game for me.
Yeah.
Detroit at Cleveland. I got Detroit.
Oh wow.
Is Baker playing today? I think he is, right?
Yes, he is a go today. Now that didn't really help them because he's no better than Case Keenum, but that's neither here nor there.
I'm gonna go Cleveland.
Gonna go Cleveland. All right. Jared Goff has not won a professional football game, not coached by Sean McVay, and he won't start today. I'm gonna go Cleveland.
All right. We got Washington at Carolina. Cam Newton will get the start. I got Carolina. I got Carolina
as well.
I have to pick Carolina here. I can't not pick Carolina in this moment. So I'm gonna go with the Panthers as well.
We got Houston at Tennessee.
Oh well, okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and put y'all picks in the thing for you. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about announcing it. You good?
Tennessee by 14.
Yeah, you don't worry about it.
All right, what else? Next game.
I got Tennessee by like 20.
San Francisco at Jacksonville.
Ooh.
Spicy.
What you got? It's a low-key intriguing game.
Because I picked the 49ers to get in, I'm going to pick the 49ers.
Oof. I don't know. The game in Jacksonville, this one tough, bro. Ugh.
Duval County.
And they fits been terrible. So I hope they play better than they fits are because the Jaguars been coming to some terrible close to that. Lord Jesus.
Give me San Francisco. Give me San Francisco.
Mm-hmm. Duval. A West Coast team traveling east. I'll take the Jags in that one.
All right, we got Miami at New York. The Jets.
Jesus Christ.
I
Who
feel that
loses?
this
NFL
game is
fans.
going to tie as well.
Can we pick ties? Is that a thing?
I'm picking Miami, man. I'm sticking Miami.
You're riding a Tua train.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then my boy Joe Black quarterback today. So I'm a roll with Miami.
All right, Miami again. Apparently this is a well-laid plan by the Jets organization. Do I trust Joe Flacco or Tua Tagovailoa? I'm gonna go with Joe Flacco, I guess. I'll take the Jets. I mean, I'm not gonna watch it, but I'll take the Jets. Why not?
All right, we got Saints, New Orleans at Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts. Kayla, remind me, what was Jalen Hurts? What team Jalen Hurts beat for his first NFL career win?
He beat what is the New Orleans Saints?
That's what I got. I got the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, so petty.
And then they're playing in Philadelphia yet again.
I got Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's a scheduling quirk. I don't know how they got them in the same city back to back.
I don't know. Jay did that with a lot of games, but with that being said, I'm going to not pick the New Orleans Saints. I'm going to pick the Philadelphia Eagles.
You know what, Saints fans? Look at all the disrespect on this show. My God, I honestly, if you wrote in a strongly worded letter on the Facebook page, I wouldn't even be mad at you. I would not be upset at you. Fly Eagles win.
All right, we got Bengals, Cincinnati at Las Vegas. This is a big AFC wild card. This is a big AFC wild card game.
That tiebreaker is going to be massive.
Very much. I don't know who I want to go with. But the Bengals are coming off a bye. The Raiders have a thing with showing up.
Oh, breaking news. Lamar Jackson is out. He will not play.
Well, can I change my pick now?
You can absolutely change your pick, bud. Go for it.
I mean, I picked Chicago anyway, so
I did too. So he didn't affect me very much.
They're playing in Chicago.
It's Tyler Huntley. All right, I like Tyler Huntley as a person, and he's like Lamar Jackson light because that's insane. He found a backup quarterback just like him. But yeah, no, if the Bears can't beat Tyler Huntley, they're not supposed to win football games at this point.
Right. So I'm gonna change my pick to the Bears.
Nope, you're locked in. Too late. I'm not changing.
Oh, fine. You know what? Come on, Tyler Huntley. Let's do it.
Oh no, I'm kidding. I'll change it.
All right.
Who the Ravens back up? Because I gotta go switch my fantasy quarterback.
Tyler Huntley.
I'm gonna put in Joe Burrow right now. And with that being said, I'm picking the Bengals.
So I either gotta start Tyler Huntley or Baker Mayfield.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow, that's crazy. I guess I'll go with Baker Mayfield. All right. What pick we on? Did we make the picks? Bengals at Raiders.
No. We were starting to talk about it, but then the Lamar Jackson news broke.
I picked the Bengals.
I'm gonna go with Las Vegas.
Give me like a half a second. I'm currently social mediaing.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
At Daytime Sports, it's what we do. It's what we do right here. We break news. We get it out there. Follow.
We don't have no staffers, guys. No staff.
No staff. By myself. I'm out here thugging alone. That's what I do. Hold on. I'm almost done. Then I'm gonna get back to the pod thing. Now I got friends texting me, asking me, can I confirm the news? I already tweeted it out. Pay attention. Serious, man. It's annoying. Oh God, I can't. Whatever, that works for me. All right, so I just put it in the sports debater group. Also, where you find out of my news as well. All right. Go back to the
Ooh, I got the
thing.
Bears. I got the Bears defense. Should I start the Bears defense?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
All right. So Caleb switched his pick. July. You started off with the Bengals, right? You picked the
Yeah,
Bengals.
I got
No,
the
no,
Bengals.
it's
No,
Caleb.
no, Vegas, Vegas,
You
Vegas,
got
Vegas.
Vegas. Okay. Raiders, Bengals. Caleb picked the Bengals. Got you.
Mhm.
And good teams win games off the bye. I believe the Bengals are a good team. I'm gonna go with the Bengals. Rashawn Gary is inactive.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
All right. So we also got a big AFC NFC game that's really going to be big as well in the afternoon. We got Dallas at Kansas City. They're gonna have a lot. I don't think this is gonna be a. They're gonna have a lot of Cowboys fans in Kansas City. Just to
Oh
A
let
yeah.
y'all know.
lot of Cowboys fans in
they're
Kansas City.
gonna have a lot of Cowboys fans. This might be one of those 60-40, where they got 60% Kansas City, 40% Cowboy fans. So, but who y'all got? Dallas at Kansas City.
I really despise Kansas City right now, so let me go with Dallas.
You should despise them. They embarrass you as a franchise. Um,
It was LaFleur's fault. Like,
exactly. And you trying to make this man coach of the year. See?
yes, I am.
See? Look at this.
Uh, I got Kansas City to win this game. I think they I think they bounced back the last two games. Um, I think this the game that they got to win to really for teams to start taking them serious again. So I got Kansas City.
Um, the loser in this game is the scoreboard operator. His fingers could be hurting by the time it's over. Um, oh man, Dak or Mahomes, Reed or Mike McCarthy, Reed. Cowboys defense versus Chiefs defense. Cowboys, I guess. Um,
Z versus CH. Zeke.
Cowboys, I guess. I guess I go with Dallas. I don't. I mean, give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs. Officially locking in Chiefs.
Chiefs. All right, gotcha. All right, so we got Arizona at Seattle.
I need to know what Kyler's doing.
I would vote he's out. I haven't gotten it officially confirmed yet, but I would vote he's out. He spoke about it early in the weekday. He was close to 100%, but Kingsbury already said if he's not 100%, he's not going. So I would vote he's out.
And I guess I'm a roll with Seattle just because that like it's Russell's first game back in Seattle since breaking his finger and everything. Um, and I think that Russell Wilson also feels played for being shut out for the first time in his career last week. Thanks to their stout Packers defense. So
Hey, did DK get suspended or he just got fined?
He just got fined.
He just got fined. Okay.
so let me roll with Seattle.
Yeah, I'm a roll with Seattle as well.
Yeah, same. When you don't have Kyler, you got Colt McCoy. I forgot he was still in the NFL.
He
So,
too.
them boys don't have Hollywood Brown or Lamar Jackson. Jesus.
I'm glad you went quick.
Yeah,
Tyler
I'm
Huntley
going.
gonna be throwing a Rashad Bateman out there. That's rough.
Turn on Rashad.
I
He
mean,
was
I got Mark Andrews on my fantasy team, so hopefully he goes to his tight end for a blanket. Hopefully, that's what Lamar do. Uh, let's do the night game tonight. We got Pittsburgh at the Chargers.
Ooh, another huge playoff game in the AFC. Massive playoff game in the AFC.
Roethlisberger going today?
Yes, he flew in. He cleared protocols, flew in separately with the team. He'll be activated for today.
Man, this Chargers team, man, I just don't know.
Black Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he win last week?
Yeah. Maybe no.
No, they didn't.
No.
They lost last week to Minnesota.
They did lose. They lost to Minnesota?
Yes, sir. 27-20.
They did lose to Minnesota.
And then the week before,
They beat the Eagles.
And then they lost to the Patriots the week before that.
Duh. They lost to the hottest team in pro sports right now. Of course, they lost to us.
So,
Hey, if it wasn't for Aaron Rodgers not playing against Kansas City, we would be the hottest team in the NFL right
That ain't my fault. He wants to get immunized. Ain't gonna do it.
Hey man, when he said he was immunized, that means he didn't have it. He didn't have the COVID at that time.
Ain't gonna do it, me.
all right. I guess I'm gonna get and I'm gonna go Chargers. Don't let me down, Herbert.
Who you got, Justin?
I got the Chargers. The Steelers defense, I believe, is still pretty banged up. I don't know if Minka or TJ's going. I think they're still pretty banged up.
I think that TJ is out because
and if TJ, I think they're both out actually.
I'm going Chargers on this one as well. Giants at Buccaneers. I'm going New York.
Ooh.
I'm going New York.
Nah, it wouldn't be me if I wouldn't just make crazy.
One outlandish pick. Here it comes.
And the Bucks don't have Antonio Brown playing.
They do not.
Playing.
Gronk is playing.
Oh, Gronk is playing?
Yes. The only inactive that was ruled out as of last night was AB. So as far as I know, Gronk's supposed to play.
Is Daniel Jones back?
It doesn't matter.
He does. Dimes in this thing. Real quick.
I'm pretty sure he's playing. I mean,
yes, he playing.
Okay.
I know that.
Jordan, the basketball podcast on Saturdays, Jordan.
I think you're on the wrong show, bro. I
think I'm gonna go Bucks.
That man did all that bloviating and research just to make the obvious pick. You know what, Caleb? People like you're the reason I have this. You are the reason I have this. My God, people like you. All right. Oh, I feel like Steven ain't talking to Max. People like you shouldn't be allowed to talk football. You get one pick right and ride it for a month. God damn, I got the Bucks. Jesus. I got the Bucks.
So whenever I go perfect this week, I don't want to hear nothing.
Caleb, if you go perfect this week, I will wear a Green Bay Packers hat on the show next week.
What size you wear?
I will go buy one myself. You ain't even got to buy it. I will go buy the Green Bay. I'm positive. I will go buy the Green Bay Packers hat myself.
That will be my Christmas gift to you, buddy.
I don't want it. I will buy the pack myself and wear it on the show. The whole show from start to finish. If you go perfect. So apparently, whatever Lamar has is not COVID and it ain't the flu. So
he probably got the BGs.
The Ravens have discovered another virus? Like, I don't.
Y'all want to answer that question? Is
Dallas
coming?
Quick answer. No, they are not a lock. Only because there is no locks to me in the league.
He asked that wearing Giants hat.
I hope he's not a Cowboys fan.
I think he's a Chargers fan because Blue Bolt kind of gives me Charger vibes. But no, to answer the question, no, just because I don't think there's any locks anywhere in the NFL, AFC or NFC. The NFC has 4 or 5 great teams, or good to great teams. The AFC has a cluster mess of a lot of good teams. So I don't think there's any locks anywhere in the NFL right now.
So the Super Bowl, who will be y'all Super Bowl matchup right now?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead, Caleb. Let me put you on the big screen. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go Packers against Patriots.
Y'all don't want to see us.
Oh yeah,
I'm telling you, if we beat y'all in the Super Bowl, y'all gonna have to kick me out the group. You're going to have to physically remove me from the group. I am going to be no longer allowed to participate, and that's fine. I will troll you on Messenger. It's okay.
I'm gonna just start a new life. Change my name.
Don't worry about it. I will. It's okay. I will find you. I will find you, and I will troll you. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. My Super Bowl pick right now. Hell, I don't know. I mean, everybody. It's so weird not having a favorite on either conference. Like usually, there's one team somewhere where you can put your hat on. And okay, they going versus whoever. Because I don't know if the Chiefs are truly back yet. They got to play a good team first. Hell nah, Giants fan. Hate Dallas. That's fair. Because boy, they didn't did got dirty over the years. I don't know. Bucks and I don't know, like Bucks and Chiefs Part 3. Like I don't know. Like like it's so weird not having a dominant team. Part 2, my fault. I was thinking Brady Mahomes 3 as in their playoff matchups. Yeah, Bucks and Chiefs Part 2. Like that feels like the most logical. Like, I kind of want to say Rams, but they didn't got their teeth kicked in the past couple weeks. The Bills lost to the Jaguars. That should disqualify you automatically. Yeah, give me Bucks and Chiefs too, I guess.
I'm gonna say the State Farm Bowl should have happened last year. State Farm Bowl. State Farm Bowl.
For the third time in a row, Aaron Rodgers is gonna mess it up.
But it wasn't his fault last year. It was Kevin King's fault.
It wasn't his fault. The defense gave him three interceptions.
I'm saying it was more of a team effort, like offense and defense.
Effort.
Yes, because the coach. Let me explain. The coach not kicking a field goal because either way you got to stop the Buccaneers from scoring. So why kick the field goal? That's one part. Kevin King giving up that touchdown right before halftime. That was big. Aaron Jones fumbling the ball when we get the ball after halftime. Aaron Rodgers not leading the team to score off those interceptions. It was more like the team, like the Bucs just outplayed us in all phases of the game. That's what I say.
Every team outplays us up in special teams.
And that is the kind of attitude that Aaron Rodgers thought he could just not get vaccinated. See, it's that right there. It's that lack of accountability that y'all do for this man. And that's you know what? I'm gonna let y'all live.
You asked me to put all the blame on Aaron Rodgers? No,
it's Sunday. It's Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday outside. You know, I'm looking at the trees. The birds are chirping. It's a beautiful Sunday day. Baptist church is halfway over. And you know, and we just, and this is the kind of attitude, you know, I'm gonna let y'all live today. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hey, Caleb, I'm gonna put together a game thread for you to post because we got the Saints playing at 12 and we got the Packers playing at 12.
So you know that thread about to hit 1,000 comments. Yeah, that thread about to get active.
So I'm gonna put together a game thread for you. I'm gonna send you the pictures.
I've already sent the screenshot in the messenger. I don't want no funny business. It's already in there.
All right, fellas, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. Nice chatting with y'all today, as always on Sundays. Y'all enjoy the game and y'all have a blessed one, fellas.
All right, man. You too.
About to go drive my truck.
Have fun, bro.